Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Monday morning, we're up, we have energy, we're doing things, and I have no idea what this video is gonna be, but we are gonna find out. It's 8:25. I woke up at 7:30. I've been up meandering, mooching, doing whatever, and now I'm gonna get ready for the day. Yeah, we're gonna do a full beat. I'm really excited. I'm gonna go get coffee and breakfast and explore the universe, explore the world, and make the most of our day and being alive, because why? I have a lot of things I probably could stress about right now, but I'm not going to, because happiness is a choice, not a result. Happiness is not a result, happiness is a choice. And there's no need to rush, because what's meant for you always arrives on time. With that being said, let's get into it. This is my lovely pajama fit check. We're gonna get changed though into something comfortable and warm because it is so cold that my fingernails are turning blue. I love getting ready in the morning. Okay, I'm gonna skin prep with moisturizer because that's so cold. I just have to commit. I have to commit. I love makeup. Crazy to me. All my harebrained hobbies and things I like to do. It's like my favorite. I'm also gonna put this, my hands are so slippery I can't open it, but I'm gonna try and put this I slub it on that. Lovely. I'm gonna put this Kosas lip treatment, lip butter thing on. I'm also running these lashes into the ground and like using them as much as I can. They're getting a little decrepit, but you know what? I think we still have a good few wears out of them. Sometimes I fear I do take my living every day like it's my last approach too far, because again, I'm gonna try and like just speak my truth in this and try not to like, did you hear my stomach just then? I'm gonna try also just to like, you know, and not like censor myself too much, which I keep finding myself doing for some reason. It's too early for metacognition, okay? We're just gonna keep getting ready. I'm gonna blast my music. I cannot work in silence. I'm gonna blast my music, and then we will get dressed and get going and live, laugh, love. And I'm gonna cough right now, and that is what we're gonna do. Ready? We're gonna do a transition. We'll use this brush. All right, are you ready to I'm gonna go put on a ton of makeup and look completely fake. See you in 3 seconds. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. The makeup is on. The full face is done. I've just been faffing around watching YouTube, whatever. I also finished my full face of makeup and then decided to have a shower because I love making things easy and practical for myself. Now I'm dressed. I'm gonna add a little more of this what is it? Lip boost. I don't know. It just helps my face not be crusty and disgusting and dry, which always helps. This is today's outfit of the day, covering up my little stars. I wasn't really insecure about my like midsection, but having tattoos there, it makes me feel like so diva and like not care about having it out. So love that life hack. But yeah, that is the outfit of the day. It's almost 10 o'clock, so I've been like fucking around, showering, doing my hair. I attempted these are like little, I don't know, ears or something. This looks so funny to me. I attempted a ponytail situation. We're doing the best we can. What was I even saying? Oh yeah, I've been fucking around for like an hour and a half, but now I'm almost ready to go and have some breakfast and some coffee. But last step, we're gonna add, can you see that? We're gonna add my little sparkly eyeshadow. I love this stuff. I literally have been wearing it every day. Like, oh my god, maybe that was too much. No such thing. Anyway, I love this. The end of the nose, I could also put like a little bit on the brow bone. Okay, wait, let me blend that out. I love glitter. I love this product. I love glitter. So pretty. It's a Mecca brand single shadow in the shade Double Jinx, and she is beautiful. She is a diva. So that is pretty much, and now we're ready to go. I've got my stuff, got my bag. I actually don't know where I'm going on this wild and whimsical journey. Should be fun. Should be fine. My brain's a little bit rotted. That is what we're doing. Let's go explore the world and have a great day, because why the fuck not? I really am in my like you only live once bag recently, where I'm just like, I'm knocking things over. I really, can you see all the little fluffies? The little bits of fluff. But yeah, we're covered in glitter and we're ready to go. So let's get out of here. Okay guys, we made it. Oh my god, did you see that? We have the coffee. I'm really excited. I got a fat lip iced on almond milk, my favorite. There are lots of people around. I'm being a bit like, lots of caramel. In this one I can see. Can you hear that crow? So delicious. I sound a little like snotty and congested. I'm talking to myself, but I don't care. I do not care. This is my favorite combination. Oh, there's a plane going over. Let's all manifest together that this coffee gives me productive energy and not raging anxiety. So good. I can hear the crows, but I can't see where they're coming from. Anyway, this is like my perfect time of the morning where I like come and sit down, drink my coffee, and think about why do I exist, and have my little existential crisis of the day. I think it's only healthy. I love having an existential crisis every day because it just reminds me to be grateful for my life and thankful that I woke up this morning and I'm alive, and to live, because it's kind of like weird that we're alive, you know? These are the things I think about. I love pondering these like philosophical things. There's like a billion people here. Young hearts run free, you know, never be held up kind of vibe. Like I just get to do whatever I want without having anyone relying on me except for me, which is like scary and good. Because scary because I will literally like, you only live once, and I'll just keep doing that and like frolic about and like do not necessarily conventionally productive activities. But then it's also good because I can do that and I really don't care. The coffee is like there's a crow right in front of me. Anyway, sorry, I'm not making much sense because the coffee is hitting. I'm getting the buzz. But yeah, like I'm just in a very like, what the fuck am I doing time of my life. I'm 21. For some people, they're like graduating university and like having their big jobs. Some people are like getting married and popping out kids, which like all this stuff, pop off divas, like you should do that. That's so great. Some people really have their shit together, and like comparison is the thief of joy. Okay, like sorry, I'm not gonna compare, even though I am kind of comparing, but like, you know what, everyone's at their own stage. I'm happy where I am, but I'm also like, a little part of me every day is like, what am I doing? But then another part of me is like, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow. So why am I like stressing and trying to like plan the future exactly if I have virtually like no control? Like I have control, but then something could happen that means I don't have control. I feel like I have control, but like to a certain extent, and then it's also like up to the will of the universe. Is there like a cosmic like destiny I'm meant to like fulfill or something? I don't know. There's so many questions, and like no one's talking about it. Everyone's just like walking around like, yeah, this is my life. I'm like, guys, can we like just sit down and have a conversation about this for 1 second? The cutest dog is over there. Can you see her? Okay, sorry, I had to like pretend to like make shit up because people were walking really close to me. They still are. They're right there. Oh no, my cover is blown. All right, someone's dog was like sniffing really close, which like pop off. This is like a natural environment for everyone to share, and the dog should sniff, but like I'm just crazy and talking to myself, so totally a me issue. But I was like, it's also like the wind is these fucking planes. I'm sorry, but like cancel planes. No more planes. Cut the cameras. I'm really cold. I'm grabbing my jumper. Just like in the best way, I have no direction, which is really great because I can literally go wherever I want, you know, like I'm free. I'm not like locked into anything. It's like, I feel like human nature, people want to like really understand, categorize, like, you know, like wrap their heads around things. So when you meet people, when you're like interacting with other human beings and they're like, oh, so what do you do? I'm like, I exist. Like I wake up in the morning, I breathe, I eat, I drink, I walk around, I live, laugh, love. I'm simply existing, but I don't know what my like purpose is. And I don't know if I like, do people have a purpose, or do they just decide what they want to do? Like, do they have like a predetermined, like, you will do this? I made eye contact with someone, I was really awkward. You will do this, or do you just like pick something you love? And like people are so passionate. There's so many people in my life who are girl bossing, like just they know what they want and they're going after it, and that's fantastic. But like I don't know what I want. Like I just want to be peaceful. I just want to be like not stressed all the time. Is that so much to ask? But also I did like think about it, and I have been like sad and like literally like emo. I have been so like down in the dumps and like bleh, for like so many years, like literally like almost a decade of like 100% like
I just hate everything all the time and I hate myself all the time. But like, I'm finally like going to, like, I have hard days all the time as well, yes, but this is like the first time in my life, I think the past like year and a half, where I've been like, oh my god, like life is like live, laugh, love. Life is can actually be really nice. And so I'm just like reveling in the joy of that. Like I don't have time to be like, you know, focused on anything practical. I'm still 100% in delusion. I'm in like the what do you call it, the honeymoon period. Oh my god. So I am also being really brave, because 2 people just walked like right past me. Don't worry, I took the bit off with the fly. I'm gonna sprinkle into little bits and put it on the ground for the birds, okay? I hope birds can eat this, otherwise, sorry, what am I gonna do? You only live once. You only get one chance. You only get one day every day. Once, and then it's never gonna happen again. There'll be other days in the future, but I'll never get this day back. And like, you just gotta live life to the fullest. Unfortunately, like that's not practical. If everyone had the mindset like I do, where I'm like, you only live once, do whatever you want, like society would probably not function, or maybe it would, but like everyone would have to be on the same page. You know what I mean? I'm not productive. I don't get things done. Nothing really runs on the schedule for me. It's very like, bleh, you know what I mean? The whimsy is good, like, but unfortunately it can only like last a certain, you know what I mean? Like I can be whimsical, but like the whimsical also means like a little unstable at times, dare I say. Like it's tricky. Anyway, it's not tricky though, like perspective. Oh my god, there's a bird. I summoned the birds. But that is honestly like, that is what I think about. I sit down, I eat my coffee, I drink my coffee, I eat my breakfast, and I think about, why do I exist? Surely birds can eat sugar, right? Hey Diva. Yep, they're my crumbs. But yeah, sometimes I do live in like a delusional fairy tale land, but like what is important to me and how I choose to live my one life. I get one life. I mean, I could be like a cat, I could have 9, but I'm not gonna know that. Like I don't know if I have more time every day. I don't know if I'm gonna have it tomorrow. So you should live, you know, for the now. But also, society is not, the way society is like set up and the world we live in, it's not like, you don't live for the now, you live for the future. You prepare, you kind of gather all your supplies, you accumulate wealth, you do all this stuff. And it's just like, what if I don't want my life to be run by the pursuit of money? What if I want my life's purpose and what I do, the direction that I take, to be driven by my soul, not by like, what can I get, what can I accumulate, how, you know, like. But again, that is a very like, what's the right word, naive way, I guess, to look at things. Like, of course society and money is like important in society, like you can't get rid of it. And I'm speaking from a place of like privilege, where I'm like, oh, why do we need money and like all this stuff. Is like, I'm really saying that because I have like somewhere to sleep, I have a roof over my head, I have food to eat, I have a relative level of stability, and I have a family and a community that I can rely upon, and not everyone has that. And so I just think like, oh, it's such a complicated issue, and there's no like, you can't, I know I'm being naive and stupid by going like, whimsical, who cares, live every day like it's your last, because it's not conducive to a stable, you know, situation. But at the same time, I'm also like stressed. I don't know, I'm stressed, but I'm not stressed. I care, but I don't care. Like, it's really like, is this what being in your 20s is, or am I just crazy? I don't know. Anyway, that's my sermon. I'm genuinely, the coffee is doing good things, a positive freak out, if you will. But yeah, that is pretty much what goes on in my head. And I've been waiting to like chat about this with you guys, because I like love talking about this stuff. Like, I think it's so interesting, and like there's never going to be an answer. So there's no pressure, because I don't have to be like, well, and this is what we've decided. Guys, this is the official team meeting of this is how society works, this is how life works. Like, it's genuinely like, we will never know. We just have to keep living and find out. Like, isn't that crazy? The birds. These videos, pretty much all my videos take a philosophical turn, and I'm not even trying to do that. Like, genuinely, I will just be talking about stuff existing, and the thought will come in and I have to share it. Like, it is always on my mind. This is always on my mind. Like, anyway, I'm sorry if it's boring for you, but I just think it's fascinating. And all my friends and like loved ones and people who like we really get each other, like we see each other on that soul level, think about this stuff too. So I know it's not just me, and I think it's so fascinating to think. Oh, a crow. So fascinating to think about. And yeah, thought I'd just share because yeah. Also, if you're watching this while you study, get it, diva. Academic weapon, women in STEM. Excellent stuff. There's so many crows. The thing about like all this stuff though is that your perspective changes so much. It's never going to be one definite answer about anything. I think it's really important to have a flexible mind and to be able to like see other points of view, but also like develop your own point of view, like just through lived experience, really critically thinking about things, which I get like that. I do get really definitive sometimes, and I have to stop myself and be like, no, we're learning, we're growing, that's part of being human. I can change my mind. I'll probably look back on this in a year and be like, what the heck were you talking about, and have a completely changed perspective. Love that. I'm getting back into my art making. My art is like another part of my soul has just opened up. That was my bread and butter in high school. Hated high school, hated school, but art was like the one thing that was like, yes, like this is everything to me. And then I stopped doing it. I left school and just didn't do art, like didn't do that kind of art. I love it. I sit here and I like talk a million miles an hour. I'm like, I love this, I love that, I love that. And then I'll like go home, get into bed, and not be able to move for like 3 days. Like that is usually the current of my life, but that's also reality. So love it. Really loving not caring about like stuff though, certain stuff. I'm just like, I don't really give a fuck, which I enjoy. I really do. Because like I was saying this the other day, what happens in here, there's only one way for that to get out, and that is this and these. Well, okay, there's like 2 ways, but like you have to get your message out. You have to get your inner self out. Like that is the only way you can express yourself. But like what I'm trying to say is the only way to get what is in here and what is in here out into the world, into the universe, reach people that are just like you, is by doing it yourself. You have to be the person that does it. No one can reach into your mind, pull out your thoughts and let them free. You have to do that yourself. Otherwise it's like you are the only person who can get your own message out. That's what I've realized. And it's not like I have anything important, like particularly important to say. It's just that like to exist in the world, it's all up to you pretty much to like put yourself out there. Like yes, you can build a community, yes you can have the help of other people, yes you don't have to like be front and center and be like, this is me and this is what I'm talking about. Do it in a way that's more like low key or like, you know, behind the scenes. You really only have you to get you out there. So you can't be, in my opinion, you can't be like, I don't want to be a bother, or I don't want to be, you know. Yes, I am like a painfully shy person. I will talk like this, blah, 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 you know, on the internet. But in a real life situation, if I'm meeting people for the first time, I'm like silent Bob. Like I will not talk. I am terrified, but I have to get out of that. I'm realizing that the only way you can get other people to see you and like know you is to be you. One of my favorite quotes is, you have to be exactly who you are so the people looking for you can find you. And that is so true, because there's so many like-minded people. If you're not yourself, how are you going to find these like-minded people? One of the best feelings in the world is being like just yourself, and someone else can see that and you can see them, and you're like, hey, we really see each other in that way. I only want to say in the past, not even year, maybe in the last like 9 months, I have put myself out there in ways I never thought I ever would. Just like done things absolutely terrified and very alone and doing it all by myself, and it's like completely changed everything in my life in like the best way. Oh, there's a big ibis here. Hi. I don't know what you are, but you're cool. I love the birds here. It's giving me life. It's giving me life. I don't even know what I was saying. I've completely lost track. But oh my god, I have to show you guys. I'm not someone who should be giving any form of advice really, but I just will say like my own personal experience, mindset shifts, taking the time to like really dive into like, okay, I think this way, why might that be? And like it really has opened up a lot for me. These birds, I really like these birds, and it's very hard for me to focus right now, but I'm going on this journey and I'm still on it, and it just feels very like you know. And I try to explain to people like what's happening, and like, you know, and they're just like, I don't really get what you're saying. I'm like, that's fine, but I'm not making any sense. It's okay. Oh, there's a crow. Blah 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 blah. Anyway, let's head home because I think I should be in my house when this caffeine like really like gets me, just in case I do freak out. The last week when I had my little coffee, my whole hand went numb. I like couldn't feel my hand, and I was like, oh, that's fine. I don't know, I get weird. So yeah, I'm going to, oh, that crow got, I don't know what it was, but it's chowing down. Wow. So yeah, I'm gonna head home. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I've been loving watching like old sort of like classic movies, so we'll like maybe chuck one of those on, maybe we'll listen to music, maybe we'll play some music. Look at this epic blister on my hand. So nice. So yeah, because I'm a hardcore bassist. That these crows are so cute. There's 2 of them, and I don't know how they know each other, but I'm shipping them. Okay, I ship it. Staying busy. If you have a lot like happening up here and it's overwhelming, do something with this, and then this goes quiet. Crazy, I know. I'm talking to myself in front of people yet again. And yeah, literally the guy that just walked past me sparked up a cigarette, like just going cigarette. I'm like, smoking's not good for you. I don't condone smoking, but in a world where everyone is shuffling on a vape, to see someone spark up a cigarette, I'm like, back in my day, bring back. It's just nostalgic to see someone going along with a cigarette, because you never see that anymore. But don't smoke, okay? Look after yourselves, please. Anywho, I'm gonna go home because I'm getting the caffeine chills, even though I'm wearing a jumper. So we haven't got long until I start like freaking out. Also, today's eyebrows, let's just not talk about them, even though I brought it up. Let's not talk about them. I'm trying something different. I'm experimenting with like a new brow shape almost every day. I know, crazy. And yeah, this is what happened today. I also would really like to do some like productive things, like everything's productive. What have I just been talking about? Everything's productive, live, laugh, love, but also like some, you know, some like vacuuming and laundry. And I started cleaning out my bathroom drawers yesterday. That's what I'm thinking about, guys. That is really what's in my brain. Me and my British accent are gonna go home. I'm really sorry if you're from the UK. I saw a meme that was like, life got so serious I stopped doing my British accent, and that is so true. I guess to the point where life gets so serious that you stop doing a British accent, and that is true. That is true. Bring it back, guys. Anyway, someone else just walked past really close to me, but I'm brave. Also, like, I realized how like, okay, my black hair dysmorphia, sorry guys, but like I kind of do have it because I think that my hair looks really brown all the time, but it really does feel black today. Like I really do think that the dye is dying. Someone's baby is walking up to me, so I'm gonna go and escape.